Okay, hi, welcome to the Genius Podcast.
Welcome to the show.
I'm Jeanine, and I'm with
Tobias.
And today we're going to be talking about, I don't know, what we've been up to. And
You went to a nice trip to London.
I went on a nice trip to London, yeah. I found out that my friend from South Africa was going to be visiting London because her boyfriend is studying there. And I also know another friend, Anna, who also lives in the UK. Mm-hmm. So we decided to meet up. And also my friend Celine came. She came from Belgium. And yeah, so it was like the four of us plus her boyfriend. And it was really cool to meet everybody because these are my online friends. And we happened to find out that
now they are your real life friends.
Yeah, now they're my real life friends. It's funny.
Is there even a transition anymore?
Yeah, at this point, like, it doesn't even feel like, I don't know. I think because I've known these people for so long, it doesn't really feel like a weird thing meeting up. It's just because, I don't know, I already knew what they looked like. I already have heard their voices, and we talk a lot. So it was just like meeting old friends. Mm. And that's the case how it's been with a lot of people that I've been meeting up lately, and it's really nice.
So you knew about them before, but the main thing, you went to Twitch conference, right?
Yeah, well, like, I think the Twitch conference was just like, it was like, oh, this is actually going on during this time, then you should check it out. I didn't even know how big it was. I thought it was just going to be at like a small club or something.
So what was the agenda? You were meeting up with your friend, then you had on Thursday or Friday, and then you went there to the stadium. Why was it more like hanging out there, or?
Yeah, I guess maybe it had to do with what spaces were available. So I left work, and then I pretty much took the train to the airport already. Mm-hmm. And then I arrived in the evening of Thursday, and Anna picked me up from the airport, and we stayed at her mom's place. And I got to play with the dogs there. And I tried Marmite for the first time.
But no allergic reaction.
Yes, there was, but it was more of like, you mean the dogs or the Marmite? Yeah. There was, like, it was, like, I was blowing my nose and, like, sneezing a bit. It wasn't too bad, though. Not like the cat allergy, which I experienced later on. But yeah, Twitch, it was, this was the same weekend that they had London's Pride Festival. So there were a lot of people, and maybe because of the Pride Festival, the stadium, this was at how do you say, Twickenham?
Twickenham, yeah.
Yeah, this is the only maybe venue that was available, I guess.
First, you sent me the pictures. I thought, wow, that looks so huge. That's going to be in the Wembley Stadium. No. It was more outside London, or?
Yeah, you had to take a train from like London to get there. Mm. But it was pretty easy because, yeah, London's pretty well connected.
And then you were like, you're like partying together, like, was there music or?
Yeah, there's music.
I've never been to like a Twitch conference.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect either. But on the invitation, it tried to emphasize that it's not a conference, it's a party.
Oh, a conference is a
So
party.
I've never been to a conference before. I was in Berlin a couple of months ago. Yeah, but I didn't go to the conference itself. I just went there to meet up with my other friends, Ali and Glitter and all the other people who were there, and Pano, yeah. But I've never been inside, but I think it's at a conference you have more like talks, I guess, and then you have different companies who are trying to advertise their products and possibly sponsor some Twitch streamers and stuff. And I think it's good for Twitch streamers and stuff to network.
So it's more like networking and trying to get your sponsor. You're trying to broaden your audience. You can
And then I think they're also using it as an opportunity to kind of announce any new games or technologies that are coming out.
And then it's you going and basically just meeting your friends there.
That's why I didn't pay for the conference itself. I just went to Berlin and I hung out with my friends when they weren't there. So yeah.
But London, was it different to Berlin? Was it more?
Yeah. London was just like in terms of like city, or do you mean in terms of the events that happened there?
First the event, then we can talk about the the cities, maybe?
The event, well, yeah, because since the one in London was more of a party, there were no like companies trying to sell anything, and it was basically just music. There was food and drinks, and you just socialize with people. There was an area where you could play video games, but like, why would you go to a party just to play?
Why would you go to a Twitch party to watch other, like, that's too meta for me. You go to a Twitch party and watch other people
to play
twitching.
Twitching.
Being on Twitch.
Yeah.
But what you are still very excited about when you talk about it. So what's like how would you what more can you say about like these events, like the what's like the social component? I feel it's very like strong, even though first it's online, but now it's getting real.
It was really interesting because like this is Twitch, so usually people who are gamers, they like, it's not all of them obviously, but a lot of them tend to be more introverted and a bit more shy. So we arrived there pretty early, and you know, like, I think it's just like a different kind of energy than people who are like very extroverted and chatty and like whatever. I think it was really cool that some communities got to like meet up. So for us, it was just a small group of friends, but for other people, it was like all these people who watch a certain streamer and they all met up. So.
Okay. So they have got like their fan base and they connect with those and they, okay. Yes. Are there any like famous Twitchers that you would have liked to see, or is it
no? I actually don't watch that many people from London or like from the UK. Well, I do watch one. I watch Glitter, but she didn't go to this event. But no, I like the most. I don't watch too many people, but the ones that I do watch aren't from this area. And even though they advertised that it was going to be for like everybody in Europe, it was really just like British people. But yeah, it was cool. Like it was a bit awkward in the beginning. Like it was fine for us because we were just chatting and we actually got time to like actually have conversations. Whereas later on, it was a bit too like loud to really do any of that. But you
guys were all like dancing and dancing around.
Yeah, but that came like later in the evening. But when we first started, like there was no music playing, so it was a bit awkward at first. And then like it's just such a big space that like there's no really like forced interaction. So you just have people like totally like spread out in the stands, and
they're all in one big stadium, and then it's not even full, but then like the energy was there. I could see it like from the pictures.
Oh yeah, in the evening it got really good. They had free slushies, but we never got to get them because either they had to like, the slushie machine was still like making the slushies, or everybody was in line to get them. So it was something that I never got to try.
What more should they offer?
Which more should they offer?
Cotton candy maybe.
Oh my god, I would love cotton candy. I came home.
Some more like fancy Coachella stuff.
I came home and like Tobias got me a tub of cotton candy from the fair that he had gone to.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I like ate it all in, I don't know, an hour.
What?
And you're like, you didn't leave any for me.
Just leave me by. Wow.
Oops. Cotton candy is really like my weakness.
That's your weakness.
It's my weakness. It's not the fact that like, okay, of course like it's sweet, but it's just like the fluffiness of it. I love it.
I also love it.
And
I like it more like is it like just like the coloring? Like
it's just sugar and color.
It's just like basically
Yeah, so if you like make cotton candy at home, which some people do, you get just like a box and it's full of just colored sugar. And then the heat will just kind of like stretch out the sugar molecules.
The molecules.
Yeah. I like have a lot of fond memories with cotton candy. I think that's why I really enjoy it now as an adult.
But these weekend trips you're doing, it's very exhausting also, right?
It is, yeah.
You came home, you are happy but also exhausted.
Yeah. And then you kind of experience this like post-vacation blues.
Kind of, yeah.
Where it's just like, I think it's because you're just like exhausted and you're no longer like socializing. I think that's very common with people. I remember I totally like had post like vacation blues after I came back from like Canada when I visited there 2 years ago. Well, so we'll see how it goes this time. This time I won't be there for as long as I was 2 years ago. 2 years ago I was there for like 2.5 months. This time we're just going for 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks, but still enough time for good family, catching up with your family, visiting your friends.
Yeah, and Tobias will be with me, so I'm so excited to show you like around, and
that's gonna be really cool.
And I'm just so curious to see how you like what you think of it. Are you nervous?
We are planning on on some trips to national parks. But we should really do an episode on Canada as well, I think. Or from Canada, maybe. Yeah,
we could try. We'll try to do it. Yeah, like, are you nervous about it? Are you excited? Or how are you feeling about everything?
I'm really looking forward to it. Like, it's going to be such a break from work. And, I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, especially, I think I could use like a couple of weeks off. And I just hope that it won't be too chaotic. But I know that my family's pretty chill. We're gonna eat at my favorite vegan restaurant.
Me the restaurants.
Yes, we're gonna go there. I think
we're gonna go hiking.
Yeah, hiking, food, walking around, shopping. You're excited to shop, aren't you? You're
I need
like
some more like business shirts.
Yeah.
That's definitely more cheaper than here. Anything you can.
Yeah, I also plan on buying a few things when we're there. So we need to like pack light when we're going there.
Strategic. We need to think strategically about every day. Now I think we should also just like enjoy it and hang and enjoy your family time, enjoy being somewhere else, not at work mainly, and having a fresh mind. Fresh.
Yeah.
Looking at stuff from different perspective.
What, like, after Canada, what are your kind of like plans in terms of like traveling or vacations or?
You mean in the long run, or like I want to go to Russia maybe. Back to Russia would be cool. I haven't been there for a while, and then.
When was the last time you were there? Like, how old are you?
I think that was like a couple of years ago or so.
A couple means two.
Couple of years.
This is before we met.
Yeah, right. But I think Russia would be cool because I just feel connected to it. I wanted to travel a bit there, and it's just like from all the travel experience that I gained, the most different. When you talk about travel, sometimes really convenient. You're at a cool like hotel with a pool and a beach nearby. But Russia, it can be really rough.
Yeah.
But it's just very exciting. It's very like really different experience in terms of what you can expect and how. But then you have like incredible encounters with the people. That's I think what I always enjoyed there.
Yeah.
And the cities are like mainly Moscow, Petersburg are really nice, I would say, especially St. Petersburg. But I just would like to get a full picture of Russia. I would like to go to more like either taking the Trans-Siberian Railroad. That would be cool. Everybody talks about it, but I think it's still amazing that you can kind of like crisscross the country through the magistral, how they call it, this railway, or then going to more like Ural Mountains, southern Russia would be interesting. Yeah, somewhere Ukraine would also be cool.
Yeah, I would like to learn like basic tourist Russian before going there. I think it would be cool, but I think I'm also just a bit worried because I don't speak Russian, and also the fact that I don't look like a Russian wouldn't really.
I actually wouldn't say that, because there are a lot of people from so many different nations in Russia. Like there are, I think, 20 million are from like Far East.
Yeah.
They have, I don't know how many different ethnicities they have, but I think that there are a lot of people that look Asian in Moscow, in St. Petersburg especially. By the way, we have the plan to have our friend here from Russia, so he can maybe talk a bit or elaborate more on Russia. That would be cool, right?
Yeah, it would be cool.
Then we can talk a bit, like really his perspective from Russia to Germany or to the Western society.
Yeah.
And then he can explain us a bit Russia. I think he's really good at it. So
How are you gonna handle like having to sit like this close when you're interviewing?
maybe we should sit somewhere else then.
So for those who can't see, which is everybody except me and Tobias, Tobias and I are sitting basically this is like 1.5 feet apart from each other, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just.
You have your towel wrapped around you.
Yeah, I just took a shower, so I have like my hair wrapped around a towel, trying not to let it drip onto my clothes.
Maybe then we can having on the show. That would be cool. And you ask for traveling. I think I would like to go to. There are so many countries now going through my head, but I think Mexico would be like something like southern.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
Yeah, I went to Mexico just for the spring break, but there was probably not the full picture. So I totally like the Mexican food, and then. The culture is cool, like the music.
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
something I think really magic about Mexico. What I've been like, I have the thing for like Caribbean nights and like the tropical nights. I don't know, it's something that it's so different to Germany. So I think Mexico would be cool, and maybe something more like Asia, maybe Vietnam, something would be into. Or Bhutan, I heard like a lot of like the happiness of the Bhutanese people is one of the highest, so that would be cool. What about you?
It's funny because like when you're thinking about all these warm places, in my head I'm just like, you know, like I want to go to like Iceland or Sweden or something.
Okay, yeah, Finland would be cool.
Finland would be
Finland,
cool.
Iceland would be
Yeah. And then obviously I want to visit Australia and New Zealand, and that's
your first.
That's like my immediate plan after, like, to start saving up for that after Canada.
We should go to apply for this cruise ship show.
Yeah, Tobias has always like mentioned this cruise that he wants to apply for. It's like, I think what happens, you enter it and then you have this chance of being like filmed, and then you go on this cruise ship for free.
Yeah, exactly. It's a show which like attracts usually like 3 couples, and they are on a crusade, and then they just like show the country.
What
like
if
they walk around, but I think that we would have a chance to be like you have to apply for it by like posting a small video.
Yeah.
But I think we would have a chance because we can actually go say, you want to meet up your friend from Australia or your parts of your family from the Philippines. So I think we would have a chance there.
I was just like imagining myself like them like filming us on like a day-to-day basis, and it'll be like you partying and then me just like like staying behind.
What
like,
do you mean you partying?
Like no, because
I wouldn't go to a cruise ship where only 70.
Well, you might. Yeah, but they might have
out.
some like bars or whatever going on.
I get hammered on the bar then.
Yeah, you could be, and then like I'll just be like on my laptop watching YouTube videos or something.
Yeah, but you have to think that the quality, like there's not going to be the streaming quality there.
I wasn't planning on streaming over there. I was planning on watching YouTube.
Yeah, it would be cool. Think about it. Then we can report directly, and we have people filming us, so we don't need to edit.
Okay, it's something that I'm like not like it's cool, but yeah. I would go maybe like if it's not Australia, but like just like a cruise would be good. But
cruise
like,
would be cool.
But to use it as like my way of visiting people, I don't think I would use it for that.
Have you ever gone on a cruise?
Have you?
Yo.
Yeah?
Yep.
When?
We went to Eastern Africa. Actually, there was a small one in Kenya, Tanzania, and it was really amazing. But it was not a big cruise ship. I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of big cruise ships, because just like the sheer size and the amount of people that are getting packed into
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I think I'm always like too like
Scared?
not scared, but I like to be like more individual traveling and being like having more. I like my freedom, right?
Yeah.
I just want to be like on my own. So, but yeah, this was cool because it was on a river, and parts of the, I don't know, I think it was like the East African Ocean, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very light atmosphere, not so stiff, because usually watching from this show, because I always watch this cruise show. I don't know why, but it's somehow funny because it's so endearing. It's not like they just show like some people that for the first time they go on a cruise together, and
Yeah.
I think it's still like, it's still cool to have this opportunity to
true.
go do, and then you'd see that they're amateurs. They're not like
Paid actors or
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's scripted, so they have true emotions. And when they see,
true.
for instance, one couple, they went to, where was it, like in the South Sea, and he got a tattoo on something like these totem poles.
Are you
or
gonna get a
something like-
tattoo?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo in Palau.
Nice.
If you go to Palau, I'm gonna get a tattoo in Palau.
Okay.
South Sea.
Would you ever get a tattoo?
Maybe just a small one.
Really? Of what?
I don't know.
I have
Maybe maybe something that maybe a good quote or something.
I've
Or
never-
these small ones. I like the small ones.
Yeah,
just
the
on the
small ones are
knuckles
nice.
or something like
The
I don't-
minimalist kind
the
ones.
yeah, but not like an Asian sign that nobody understands. And then it's like, you're a washing machine or something like that.
Yeah, no, for me I really
Pick me.
like I really like tattoos, but I don't think I would get one for myself. I don't
Maybe
know.
those that are like washables or some
Oh, the
like
temporary ones.
temporary tattoos.
I've always been like interested in getting like those tattoos that they offer at like the fairs, and like I guess it's kind of like it's like a temporary tattoo, but just not the lick and stick kind of
Yeah,
ones. Or like henna would be cool.
henna is good.
Yeah,
We should go to India one day. That would be cool.
yeah, that'd be cool when we have money.
When you are talking about or when we were talking about the cruise, do you have an area that you would like to visit apart from Australia? Like cruise ships, they always go to the Caribbean or
I don't know.
to the fjords in Norway, or
Yeah,
a lot of people go to Scandinavia now on cruise ships. Or
I really like fjords. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of, at the moment, I haven't been watching enough documentaries or something about different countries, so I don't have like a specific interest yet in anything. So right now, when I think of traveling, I'm thinking of people meeting, not necessarily sightseeing and stuff. But
yeah,
it would be cool.
I have a guilty conscience with this. You know me, like with the CO2 stuff, like going on.
Oh,
cruise
like
ships.
emissions and stuff.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like I checked it on like heavy fuels, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then apart from affecting how it's impacting the environment, like also like sea levels, even like in Venice, we went to Venice for a while to get a ship to Greece, and then I think now it's forbidden for the big cruise ships to go like immediately into the harbor, so you gotta go somewhere like from the side docks or so. But it's like this predicament, like you want to do that, it's so cool, it kind of like fulfills like the wish of like traveling on a nice boat and having all the nice stuff there. But then you're definitely gonna have your negative impact.
The thing though is like I've never actually like a cruise was never something that I was like, oh yeah, I totally want to do a cruise. It's more of like if I had an opportunity to do a cruise, then sure, but I don't know. It was never something that I really aspired to do.
But especially for allergies, think about it. That is a good way to travel because imagine you have a reaction when you're in the middle of, I don't know, like some exotic country, and you don't know what to do then. And on the ship, you have access immediately to like
True.
medication or something like that.
Yeah, true.
And usually they have food also for vegans and for. I'm kind of advertising now, like cruise
You are,
ships.
yeah.
Maybe I should go into the lobby, the cruise ship lobby,
Maybe.
if there is one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, well, yeah, food will always be a difficult thing for me to figure out. The thing though is like I kind of like having the liberty of just like. What was cool about London was that I never had to worry about whether I could eat something or whether I couldn't, because they're just so aware of like allergies and dietary, I don't know, styles. I don't know. But like it's not the same everywhere. I know like if you go to like the cities and stuff, you'll be able to find more choices, but I think that's something that I always like will have to struggle with when I travel. But yeah.
Yeah, I think for traveling, there should be, especially for you, since you have to deal with the allergies. I think that it should be really safe. Like you cannot go to some country that has a no.
So I can't go to
safe. Thailand, I would say it's okay, but
Thailand
maybe
has a lot of peanuts in their food.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then the food, no Thailand for you.
No Thai.
No Thai food. Thai. But the thing is that we might find an alternative. Maybe
What?
Indonesia? I don't know. Actually, I don't know so much about like what country has like allergens in the food or.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for me, I'm not really the type of person who wants to just pick a country on the map and be like, let's go there. I really do want to know about
planning
it.
Or
yeah. I think when it comes to, I don't know. I think for me, I don't want to just go there and not really, like, I think I want to appreciate it when I'm there. So I don't want to kind of just go somewhere and be like, oh, okay, like what's going on, and just kind of like wander around. But yeah, oh, bless you.
Dankeschön.
But yeah, I don't know.
But you're more a planner when it comes to, I mean, so far our travels, I would say you are a mix. You're a planner, but you're also spontaneous, right? You have a vague idea what you want to see, but you're not like, tomorrow we're gonna go to the museum in the morning, then we have our like lunch at this restaurant, and then we go to, I don't know, like some park, and then in the evening we go to the harbor side, or like
Well, it depends. It depends on how well I know the area. So if I don't know the area, I really do kind of like to have a schedule for myself. When we go to Canada, though, it's kind of like, since I know the area so well, I'm pretty flexible in terms of what we do. My family has been writing me because they are planning a few things, like we're going to go whitewater rafting, and we're going to go like drive over to Canmore or to Banff and stuff. And those required to like, you have to plan for accommodation and stuff. But in terms of individual activities, we'll figure that out when we're there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I do like to be, I think I like to plan more of just like the logistics of everything and stuff. But in terms of the actual things we're doing, I don't know. You don't want to be too bound.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because it's vacation time. And then, yeah, I also like to have more like freedom. But then of course you need a plan. Otherwise, like you sleep in and then you don't take advantage of your free time, right?
Yeah. I remember one of my friends was telling me how their one friend was planning a camping trip for like a group of them, and he like laid out a very like minute to minute itinerary for their camping trip, and there's even like 30, like it's like from like,
it's like a movie script.
Yeah, no, it was like from 1:00 to 1:30, rest and relaxation, like things like that. Like it was very like planned out.
Deep breathing.
I don't think I don't think this trip ever happened because people lost interest as soon
That's
as they
even
saw
more
the
hilarious. I was
itinerary.
like,
I felt bad, but like I don't know. I get that some people really like to have a plan. I also like to have an idea of what's going on, but yeah, when it's camping, you can't really plan everything.
Grizzly comes
Yeah.
and goes at 5:51.
Did I tell you that we used to have bear drills when I was a kid?
No.
You know when like you have a fire drill at school and you have to like learn how to like single file leave the building, whatever.
Or in some countries they have like earthquake
Yes, things like that.
drills.
Yeah,
or
we had those for bears.
for bears. That's
Yeah, well, like it was pretty. Because when I was a kid, we lived on the very west coast of Canada, and it was a small town, so it was very close to the woods, and so, especially with like the location of my elementary, it was directly beside the forest. So sometimes there would be bears who kind of wander around into the field. So we had to like have a protocol for like what you do if there is a bear, and I think I've experienced maybe 1 or 2 bears.
oh man,
entering.
that's scary, right?
Not really, because I think bears are very smart, so they know not to. Like they're not going to attack you or anything. The only reason they would attack someone is if they're like if they're taking care of the cub. Like if a baby cub is wandering and somebody tries to like talk to like interact with it.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like it's probably like scary, but
Yeah. So we had to like learn about the different behaviors, what to do if you're on your own and you see a bear, and like what techniques you have to do to run away from them. Yeah, you do. Like they said, making noise is
Really?
good because then they.
thought it's a joke. No.
Well, like not screaming, but they said like people often carry. Well, not they often carry. They advise you if you're like hiking to have like a bear bell. Which is like a bell that will just like ring whenever you walk, and it's just so that animals know where you are.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, just so that they like, because I think they would rather know where you are and avoid you if they don't want to be near you than to be surprised that you're there, and that's when things go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Or then like if you're being chased by a bear, not to run in a straight line.
Forget about it.
Yeah,
So
you can't
I watched those videos.
Yeah, you can't outrun a bear, but you can run like side to side and make it more difficult for them to catch you. So running in a zigzag is way more effective than running in a straight line.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they don't have a lot of agility.
Yeah.
They are very fast though.
It's like The Revenant.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think of that movie?
The Revenant I really liked. It's the one that
Leo
I think
DiCaprio.
He got the Oscar, even though I think he would have deserved the Oscar for A Wolf of Wall Street, for sure.
Well, I think it's been a meme that he hasn't been getting an Oscar for a long time.
Yeah. He's a really good actor, but yeah, The Revenant was not my favorite of his movies, or like, is it Inarritu? I think he made it, but I think he made a good job in just showing how Western, also like that was meant to be in Canada, right?
No, I think it was meant to take place in the States.
In the States, okay,
Yeah.
but it was filmed in Canada.
Filmed in Canada, yeah.
Okay, but it was also like showing how like this Western, like for me, since I'm not from the US or so, then it showed me how the like this pioneering spirit, and also like building up the gold rush, stuff like that, how it was more transferred into the northern territories, because usually before they would always show it like in like the desert, and that was cool. Like from the images, I always connected now, okay, like it's not only it wasn't only in these like desert areas, like going west, but also like going north, and like the mentality of the people basically hasn't changed. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And they're all like, it's just, it's a cool movie.
I think it was very well done.
Even though the bear was CGI, right? I don't remember.
They're not going to hire a bear to.
Yeah, but it was like they didn't even film one bear for the whole like show, I think, or like
Really?
the chasing scenes.
Yeah.
Was well, it was pretty well done.
I didn't watch anything
Good
about how they
execution.
did things, but I remember I watched like there I can't remember which YouTube channel it is. I want to say Wired, but I might be wrong. They had Bear Grylls. Do you know who that is?
No.
He is he had his own show, and he would basically teach people survival techniques. Where they would like put him in the middle of like nowhere, and he would show how you would survive in this situation.
Okay.
And so that was his career, and now they had him sit down and go through some like of these survival tactics and movies, and he would kind of critique them. And they showed the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio's character was like gutting was it a moose?
Yeah.
Or a horse, and he like slept inside the horse's cadaver.
Oh God, yeah, the cadaver scene.
And he said, yeah, that's actually like a very smart thing to do. And he said that he's done it before.
What?
Yeah, I think it was when he did it, when Bears did
God.
it was in like in a camel or something, or I don't know. I think he definitely like said that he's done it before, and he did it for the show.
It's like saved already.
Yeah, well, it's still like gross, but in terms of like surviving, then yeah, sleep in a cadaver.
Yeah. I know better places, but if you're in like really tough situations,
Like,
why not?
oh yeah, I used to really like watching this show when I was a kid.
What is it called?
What was it called? Well, he goes by the name Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
Yeah. And I really liked watching his survival videos, because he'd be like, this is what you do, and like if you have hypothermia, you have to, and like you fall in ice, like you have to take off all like the wet clothes, and you have to like cuddle with something. Or like how to get out of, like if you fall into ice water, then how do you get out?
Is it more based on Canada or also like
he goes all over the world. I think
okay.
it is in like forests and stuff, but he's been everywhere.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's really cool. And then I think
survival expert.
And then he had a series that was a bit more not so much nature and survival, but more of like how to survive disaster situations.
Oh God, yeah.
So it would be like what should you do in a plane hijack, or what should you do if you're stuck in an elevator, and like things like that. That one was okay, but not as good as his original series. But it was still cool.
But is he still around? Does he do more shows? Okay.
I don't know if he's still doing shows, but he's still around.
Old, young?
I think he's in his 40s or something like that, late 40s. He's doing okay. I don't know how old he is.
But is it designed for kids or for like
everybody?
For everybody, okay.
Yeah.
I hope we won't have to deal with that though.
No.
No.
But
like,
at least
survival techniques.
I'm equipped with my mind.
you piggyback me.
Yeah.
You jetpack me.
Yeah. Yeah. I was browsing through Reddit, and there was one question that was asking like, guys, what are some things you want girls to know? And then like a lot of the questions were just like, guys have feelings too, and it's like
guys want the same as girls.
It's like guys also want affection just like girls do.
Oh yeah, surprise.
But like one was just like I want to cuddle and like hug people, and I want to be like spooned. That was cute.
So you often go through Reddit just like on the bus, right?
Yeah, especially
morning routine.
Yeah, it's my morning routine. I usually like to scroll through Ask Reddit and just see what people are asking and different stories that they tell, and yeah.
Any survival stories?
Oh, there are a lot of stories. It's pretty crazy. But the thing is, like, you don't know which ones are true or not, but it's still like a good source of entertainment. And yeah.
I like the one where what was like the thread was on like special situations that are like unique. Where like a guy he texts his girl when she's just like pure like jumping to get a book or something like from a higher place.
Things that they find cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if a girl's like trying to reach for something that she's too short for or whatever.
But it sharpens your eye. Like it's that example really stick with me, because it's sometimes like one small glimpse and you're like, wow, this is like an everyday situation. I might catch you doing something like that. Wow, this is really cool.
Me like reaching for something?
Yeah.
Or you'd be like, oh, cute.
Yeah, why not? I mean, that's probably what all guys experience. I think we all
Yeah.
have these situations, right, where you have something really special, but yeah, reading about it still, yeah,
It's cool to see what other people think.
yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah. And then what else did you read from it? Or,
Oh my gosh, there are just so many topics that I can't really think of any specific one.
mm,
I am really interested in the ones where they ask about like relationships and stuff.
uh-huh.
I feel like the stuff has always been interesting to me. But some of them are also just like, some of them can be like really out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, like what would happen if like you decide to switch like your favorite quote for, I don't know, I can't think of, but like if some of them are kind of like nonsense and those are like more fun, but then you also have ones that are like, oh, what's something that you regret, or like, oh, what's something that like what's something that you would want to tell your like 15-year-old self, so
Yeah,
things like that.
that is cool. That would be a cool topic for a show, though. Just stealing it from Reddit.
A lot of YouTube channels will just take like, they'll go through Ask Reddit and then just make a
Yeah.
video where they
Yeah,
read
yeah,
out
yeah,
the
exactly.
answers.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff is really good because it's valid and people are interacting with it and they have fun and I think when they want to share something, and yeah, I think it's really cool.
And it's nice too that it's like anonymous, so people tend to be a lot more honest about stuff
More
that's
honesty,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
I like. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to talk about for today?
We could just talk about what we want to talk about in the future.
Talk about what we're going to talk about. Yeah, we have been trying to like think of different topics. So if any of you have,
We had a big break. We have to
yeah,
say
we did
that.
take a big break from like recording. I think,
You were sick.
I
you
got-
went to London.
yeah, when I came back from London, I just had no energy, and we do have an episode that I still need to edit and upload, but
Oh yeah, this
we've
one,
also just been busy with like work, and then on weekends, it was your mom's birthday, so we weren't around for that either.
true.
So yeah, we're trying to catch up and keep uploading.
But do you want to maybe also for people who listen to it, what is the main interest? Is it more like we should talk, or should we have a one fixed topic and then digress from it, or
Yeah.
that would be interesting to find out. And we have really cool stuff, like we have a list of, so we are not running out of topics for the next year, I think. But what's in general, what comes to your mind? What is, since that is the 10th episode, right? If we uploaded the 9th one, I think what's your interest? Like what how would you do it?
Are you asking me or are you asking the listeners?
Both.
Oh.
Small upshot, like what is good, what is bad, and
Yeah.
how would we do it, continue doing it, and what are the topics?
Yeah. Yeah, for me, the topics that I'm really interested in are like often have to do with like past experiences, but also just like talking about relationships and communication.
Relationships.
Yeah, that stuff is always interesting.
Psychology.
Psychology. Well, we already had like our kind of psychology talk, and like that
that
was
was so much more.
that was all of my knowledge, and that's it. No, I'm kidding. I think it would also be good to be able to interview some people. So
Oh yeah.
we're planning on having an episode with Tobias's friend Ilya, and if I might try to talk to some people, see if I can. Yeah, it would be good to have like a mix of people coming in and just chatting and getting to know
Friends or celebrities?
people. My friends are celebrities. To me.
And yeah, for me too.
But yeah.
Getting this from the whole community. We have people from Belgium, from South Africa, from Australia,
New Zealand,
New Zealand, US,
US, UK, Canada.
Mexico, Panama,
I don't know anybody from Panama.
Argentina.
I don't know any Argentinians. Sweden.
Sweden. Norway.
Norway.
Poland.
Yeah, Poland.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
got
like-
everybody's coming on the show. We have so much.
You're all invited.
Everybody's invited. Everybody should come.
Well,
But it would be cool to have, like, I like the idea to have one, like, good friend just explaining his country. It's like,
yeah.
but really doing it, like, not like on YouTube, you have a lot of stuff like fast facts, but we really want to have a conversation on what is special and some insights, what you can, well, even if you travel there, that you have some more, like, background knowledge about people, culture, history,
Yeah.
what to do, what to see, current stuff, like where to go, where to find interesting people, and
For sure. Yeah, so that's our general plan. I think Tobias also had some ideas in mind that he was telling me about. But yeah, we are going to figure it out, but hopefully we'll start uploading a bit more regularly.
that would
since
be cool if we have like 2 per week.
I'll
that
try.
that would be a good output. That would be a good output.
Yeah, we'll
and
try
then,
our best.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, then that is the shortest one I think we got.
46 minutes. It's okay.
It's yeah. We're both we're coming from the summer break now.
Yeah. So if you want to leave a comment, you can either write on our YouTube channel. I think that one would be the most optimal, I guess.
Yeah,
You
just write some comments.
Yeah, you can also write us on Twitter at Genius Podcast, and
don't forget to subscribe.
follow and smash that like button. Hit the notification bell.
Spread the rumor.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your mom.
Tell your mom. Go tell it
Tell
to
your
your
neighbor.
Mom. Go tell it to your neighbor. Go tell it to everybody.
Yeah. Tell the cashier.
Tell it to the
And
cashier.
she'll just be like, cash or credit.
Waitress and your housekeeper, your janitor, everybody.
Yeah. All
You
right.
should all know it. Okay.
We'll talk to you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.